Hello. Welcome to day 2. So hopefully you guys got a couple chances to run through our last day's workout just a few more times. Pick some ones that you really felt that were tight. So today we are going to move on. Some things might seem pretty familiar to you, and other ones are going to be new. So we're going to sit down. You can do this in a chair, you can do this just while you're sitting, wherever you're comfortable. We're going to do calf massage. So I'm going to start with my easy calf. You're just taking your thumbs and you're going to press and hold. So, right there. So this one's a little lower right down here. Press and hold. You might see your feet do little weird things. But we're just seeing where we're tight. So again, we've talked about how your muscles need to be able to slow you down and pull you back up. If your body is out of alignment, it's not going to slow you down quite as well. So that means just even as you're walking, that can lead your foot to just falling hard and hitting, which can cause some plantar fasciitis. It can cause some good knee pain. So sometimes your knee pain isn't just from getting old. It's not just from an injury, things like that. It can just be from walking poorly. Your body's out of alignment and it's just causing pain over and over, so your knee's not tracking right. That's going to cause some issues through your body. So just getting your body in better alignment, making the muscles function properly, slow you down correctly to pull you back up, it's going to make the world of difference. All right. So I'm kind of getting both hands going, pushing from side to side, from one side to the other, underneath. Find where it's the tightest. All right, this one's my bad side, to the point where sometimes it'll drop you to the ground if the cat walks across your leg, things like that. So this one is more up here. Right there. Keep breathing. So I'm just holding my foot nice and relaxed. I'm pressing right there. So this one's almost kind of following down my tibia, right where my calf meets my Achilles tendon up here. That's where it really hurts. Press and hold. So again, we don't want to go too long to make your body freak out and give you some good muscle cramps. We just want to do enough to start loosening up. So more often and less time is what you want when we're doing these kind of things. I'm pressing right here on my calf and I feel it all the way down here in my foot, and my foot's starting to tingle. So remember, you guys have nerves throughout your body. So that's why a lot of times you'll get the sciatic pain. That's because things are out of alignment and they're pressing onto those nerves, which start shooting pain to you. That's what this is doing right here. I can feel it rolling under my thumb. All right. Again, we don't want to go too long. It hurts so good. Okay. We're going to go to our quads. So a lot of times when you have the hips that tilt forward, your hips are tilted forward. That means, so like if you're sitting a lot, sometimes your quads get shortened up here, and your hamstrings that go up your body get more stretched out. So we need to really loosen everything up in here. So when we do the hamstrings and butt, it's just about getting it in alignment. This is about, we really need to stretch this back out so it can slow us down and push us back appropriately. Quads are also just as important because they are the counterpart to your glutes when riding, so they absorb just as much. All right, so as I'm here, I have told myself to push my hips down, so I'm not letting my back arch and my butt go in the air. I've rolled my hips in, and I'm going here. So I'm rolling 2 at a time. My toes are off the ground. If that's just not enough for you, cross your legs and then see how that works for you. And then cross your other foot over your ankle. So you want to walk yourself all the way down to your knees, but don't roll over your knees. Okay. So you can let your feet go in different ways. So right now my toes are pointed to each other. Now my toes are pointed away from each other. I can roll a little to the side. Ooh. Roll it to the side. You can take it where you have just one on there too. And you press and roll. And use your other leg for stability if the first one is too much. So remember, you can always go single leg and give yourself a little more stability from a foot on the ground or a knee on the ground. All right, so we did this one. I touched on this one yesterday because I love it. Tennis ball or any kind of massage ball under your hip flexors. So you're finding the spot, you're rolling your hips, roll your hips into the ground so you don't get that arch back. Oh, find the spot, head down, relax, and breathe. So this time we're just setting it there. We're finding the spot, setting it there, and holding. Wait until you feel just a little bit of relaxation, and then switch sides. Right there. So again, you'll feel everything kind of like tighten up as soon as you hit it there. And you just have to hold it there long enough until you start to feel a little relaxation throughout other parts of your body. Roll your hips down. Keep your hips nice and square. Okay. Now we're gonna go back to our upper back. So yesterday I showed you with the foam roller. So today we're gonna go 2 balls. So if you have 2 tennis balls, and we're going to place it right on your shoulders, on your upper back. And again, what you don't want to do is let your lower back do all the work. So right now, not much pressure is going into my upper back. Ooh. I roll my hips, and that presses my shoulders into the ground. So now my shoulders have to fall over the balls. If you need to, you can push your hands under your hips. Keep them there. Again, tennis balls is going to be best for this. It's going to have a little more give. Right there. Find the spot it needs to be. All right. So you should feel a little bit more specific location on that so you can really place the balls where you need them to be. And another good thing for that one is if you need to put a pillow under your neck because we want things nice and straight. All right. Now we're going to take our 1 tennis ball or massage ball and we're going under our lower back. So we don't want 2 under our lower back because that's going to increase that lordosis area where that big curve is in your back. So we want 1 tennis ball under the lower back. Find where you want it to be. Roll your hips if you can. If you need to, you can always take your opposite hand and place it under the hip part to keep it a little more square. It'll take a little pressure off. And you can find the best spot. So I had the first one a little lower. This one's going a little higher. Right there. Take a breath, relax your shoulders down. All right, now I'm taking the ball and putting it on the other side. Again, I'm gonna start low. I put this one more on the outside part of my hip, and I felt it shoot across my butt muscle. Keep your hips rolled, don't let the lower back do it. Okay, I'm gonna move it up, right there. So again, we're getting everything all worked out, loosened up. We're sending blood flow to the areas we're working. Deep breaths. So the beauty of this is you don't have to do it for very long. You do it and you move on with your day. You can do this after you ride, before you ride. A lot of these you can do while you're at work or at home watching TV. All right, now we are going to do our foam roller again, and we're gonna do the quadratus lumborum. So we're going to be, we're working this muscle right here. So we're working kind of that lower back muscle to the side a little bit. So we're gonna go on our elbows and our knees are bent and we're going right there. So again, roll around to where you feel it the most. Ooh, right there. Sometimes you don't find it right away and then all of a sudden you'll hit it. Keep breathing. So it's tight right here and it's shooting it down across my spine. Good. All right, let's hit the other side. So I'm on my elbow. Again, you can move your leg positions. My leg position changes every time I do certain exercises sometimes because it depends on where I'm the tightest that day. So you just kind of play with your leg position. Play with how far you're back, how far you're forward. Right there on this one. So it's tight enough where I can't just rest my hip into it. I kind of got to keep my hip off the ground. So I'm supporting myself with the shoulder. My core is tight. Right there. All right. Now we're going to go to our front shoulder massage. So just kind of how we did last time with our chest massage and we did our abdominal massage, we're gonna do this front of the shoulder right here. So again, a lot of times we get here, you can see it goes pretty naturally for me. We want here. That means our front shoulder gets really tight when we're in this position a lot. Whether you're texting, whether you're driving, bent over a computer, even if you just got in the habit as you ride, you get a little nervous, things get tight right here. So we want to be able to pull those shoulders back. So we got to loosen this up. So you can do this sitting up if you're driving. You can be here. You're just going to roll and push. It's always very interesting to see where you're pushing. Sometimes it'll be shooting pain or sensations down through your body. If you're more comfortable, you can always do this one lying down. Push into that front all around. So you can go down into the shoulder. I'll show you where I'm pressing. So right now I'm pressing right here. Here. You can feel it tight. You'll see all my faces. Sometimes lying on the floor will help keep your shoulders back and let you push into the floor against it so you're not rolling it forward to press into it. So now that you kind of saw where I was pressing, we're gonna do the same thing on this side so you can see it on the ground. So again, don't use your shoulder to press up into your hand. Let the floor help you. Push all around, loosen up all those muscles. So again, if this one's a little too awkward or you just can't get it, you can always use a heating pad as well. So you can just place a pad on your shoulders, you're watching TV, leave it on there for a few minutes with shoulders, and then you can just give it just a light little rub. And you can feel all your muscles loosen right back up. All right. All right, our last one for today is gonna be our biceps. So we wanna loosen up our biceps. So as we ride, we're here a lot, which contracts our biceps. So even if you're just riding and not doing anything else, your biceps are in this position a lot. So we wanna make sure we stretch them back out and loosen them back out so it doesn't start to cause other deviations to occur. All right, we're gonna use tennis ball, massage ball, whatever you want. Okay, and you're going to have face down on your belly. You're going to roll your hips in. You're going to set your hand out right here. Roll it in. Again, you'll feel spots right there. That one's a little tighter. Keep the breathing going. Keep your hips rolled into the floor. Try not to pick your head up to look at me. Remember, because that's gonna keep your neck tilted up. Roll your head down, just relax it on your hand, get a pillow, get a towel, and then switch sides. So I'm going palm down. If you're lifting heavy feed bags, hay bales, things like that, you can get them tight. If you're just driving, if you're having a lot of riding to do, I can feel my muscle rolling over the ball. Again, you don't see the bodybuild of bodybuilders riding horses all the time. We don't care about the big showy muscles. We care about the very intrinsic inner muscles for stability. But your body has to be in correct alignment in order to do that. Another thing you can do if you're just driving and you're at a stoplight, you can have your ball and you can just roll it down your arm as well. If you're sitting at your desk at work, you can do this as well. So I try not to, with any kind of ball, go over any joints, but we do want to hit all the muscles. If you feel your muscle rolling around, it's okay, it's just tight and knotted. To the other side so you can see both sides. Having yourself palm up encourages that external rotation that we so desperately need. Keep the breathing. If you find a spot, you hold it, roll it again. Again, you can do this anytime throughout the day. So again, with these exercises, find some of your favorite ones from last video, from our first video, and keep those in the routine that you noticed a big change with. You felt a good tightness release from it. Pick some of these, try to do this whole video again before you do the next video, and pick your exercises, do them throughout the day. Lots of times, shorter durations. And I will see you next time. Bye guys.